You must take a risk before your breakthrough in the kingdom of God. If you never decide to get out of the boat, you'll always contemplate what could have been. And we all can tell stories of people and friends, things that, and even ourselves at times, when we've said, I wonder what would have happened if. So there's a point in time, again, that decision point, where we first decide to believe God, that He says that there's nothing impossible, that He says that He wants the best for us, and we have to make up our minds to believe it, and then decide to stand up and walk to get out of the boat, even if everybody else is walking the other way. We have to make a decision to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. So I don't know if we can make risk easy. It becomes easier, I believe, as our love relationship with the Lord deepens. Because as our love relationship deepens in Him, it forms like a cord. So it's like a cord between you and Him, and you're holding on with such trust that the circumstances around you begin to fade out, and what you see is His face. What you hear is what He said to you, and so you don't, you're not dissuaded by the things around you. That kind of fades into the background as your love for Him grows. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. You have to have the hope first. An example would be if you thought something were going to come to your home, you had hope that something was going to come, somebody was going to come to your porch, let's say, and you would have hope enough to look out for that. Hope gives you that inspiration of expectation. So when you hope for something, you're like, yeah, that's possible. And then, so the hope precedes us displaying that act of faith. We expect something to be coming our way, so we look down the street for it, and faith causes us to get up and move towards that, what we expect. It's often said that faith is the currency of heaven. He looks for us to move with positive expectancy in Him. And so I'd say that's how hope, faith, and risk are tied together. A lot of times what He calls us to do causes us to expect Him to move because He's told us. Then we have to take a step towards it in faith. And that step of faith may be a small step or of great risk. God honors our faith even if it's as small as a mustard seed. It's because we've set our actions in motion in alignment with believing what He said or who He is. It's our positive belief, that alignment, if you will. Hope, we expect something. Faith, we move in the direction of that expectation, which sends a signal that we believe God. In the Bible, when it says God could do no mighty miracles, they didn't believe God. It's when people question who He is, the capabilities of what He said He can do, that riles God. We could be nervous. We could have fear. In our love relationship, we can say, God, I heard you. Can you clarify for me? Can I get more information? Because I believe you, but I help my unbelief. But it's when we say, no, that can't be God. That was the devil, immediately, that we disregard the possibility and send Him signals that we don't believe Him. And that's a very serious thing with God. If you look at in the Bible, Capernaum, I believe it was, where He said, Sodom and Gomorrah would fare better than Capernaum, who didn't believe after they saw these mighty miracles. So, aligning our hope, positive expectancy, moving in some simple act of faith towards Him, sends to our Creator the message that we love you, Sovereign God, and we believe you. I may be fearful, but help my unbelief, because I do believe you. But if we say, I heard, I'm not going there, that can't be God, we've inadvertently may have sent a signal to the Creator that we don't believe Him.